ahead. So let's find out why. Let's speak to David Hickson, who's from the Fair Telecoms campaign. He's in the newsroom. David, good to talk to you. Just explain your initial reaction to this, because there was a lot riding on it for both companies, but the EU has stepped in and says, no, it doesn't like what this was shaping up to be, and therefore it can't go ahead.
I'm not sure that we are seeing too much benefit from competition at the moment. Obviously, the objectives outlined there are highly noble, but we are not seeing much benefit from competition. It seems that competition means that when one firm puts their prices up, another competitor has to do the same. Now, competition is meant to work the other way around. I don't quite understand this.
How should the market be operating? As you said, at the moment we've got some big players in the market that control what we pay and what services we get for our mobile devices. How should competition be working? And as you touched on there, you don't think it is working?
It is very much our view that in terms of network coverage, there is no benefit from having multiple providers. We feel it would be much better if there was a single network, so we don't have to have wasted masts and customers of some companies not being able to get a signal in certain areas where others do. If that were combined, I think that would be a benefit to consumers. On the other hand, innovation in terms of the services offered within the networks, that could well be in the hands of the agent providers who operate underneath these companies. Mobile phones are still a lot more expensive than they really should be because of the way that bundling and tying people into contracts works. There's a lot more work that needs to be done on this.
So in the short term, you might say that a tie-up reduces competition, and we've touched on the impact that that has for the market. But in the longer term, is there not an argument that by having the power of one big organisation with all the resources that it can throw at the market, investment, innovation, better service is applicable across the board, not just in these pockets, as you said, where different companies are operating?
Well, indeed, the merger between EE and BT was allowed to go ahead. So you have, the one very largest telecommunications service operator now with a strong foothold in the mobile market. One might have wondered if, from a competitive point of view, another much stronger company might be needed to stand up to the pressure that a company that large is able to exert.
OK, David, good to talk to you. Thanks for explaining that. David Hickson there, who's from the Fair Telecoms.